Like, it's just corny in my opinion. But then if I say it, everybody's going to be like, you're not positive, you need to fix your mindset. I'm like, no, it's not Boderic braids, babes, it's Fulani braids. Correct yourself. But people have an issue correcting themselves. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tomi. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. This angle is a little bit different from what I usually do. I just want to switch things up a little bit. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys episode 3 of my I'm Done With Society series, and today's episode I'm going to be talking about fake and disingenuous positivity on social media, and maybe even some in real life. Just depends on how this video goes, you know. So if you want to hear everything I have to say, get your drink, get your eyes, and let's get right into the video. Cheers.
Hold up.
Oh wait, I forgot to ask you guys, do you think this is real wine, fake wine? Do you think it's gonna get me turned? Do you think it's not gonna get me turned? Like, what do you think is in here? I want to know what you think. Okay, keep on watching. Okay, so when I say like this fake and disingenuous positivity, I'm referring to people on social media that, like, when something like legit is happening, and like honestly, I don't want to be that person that is like trying to tell people how to use their platform. Oh, this is what you should do when this issue happens, you're supposed to post this. Because some people like me, we prefer to educate ourselves on a topic before actually posting about it, or else it seems very performative. So I get it. I get why some people wait, and some people are just so impatient and they just start judging because an influencer or someone with a following waited for like 3 days, 4 days before they posted about an issue, even if the post was like very eloquent and put together. But like, it's really like annoying when the solution to everything is just be positive. Like, no, that's not the solution to all your problems. Like, of course, having a good attitude and a good mindset is going to work, but like, you can't be positive every day and every second of your life. It's just not humanly possible. That's not how we're made to be.
I meant like it takes extra effort. Like, naturally it's easier to complain, you know.
Like, you know, like, it's just life. Like, life has its ups and downs, and people react different ways to different situations. So you can't just tell somebody, oh, be positive. Like, no, give us like real actionable steps that we can take towards something. For example, if I like fail a class in school, you can't just tell me to be positive. Like, yes, of course I should try and be optimistic and look forward and just hope that things will get better, but you need to tell me actionable steps to take. Okay, maybe you should go to your guidance counselor or your academic advisor and ask for the options you have. Can you take another one in summer? It's very shorter and easier. Or I know this professor that, like, you know, is more lenient and will give you better marks. Like, tell people things like that. Don't just tell them to be positive. Positivity cannot solve all your problems, and it's just so fake when like everything is just about it. And like, I get that some people don't want to put their whole lives on social media. Like me, I'm quite private actually. Even my friends, I don't really be posting them. My sisters, I don't really be posting them. Like, no particular reason as to why. I just like to enjoy people's company in real life, and social media for me is just fake. It's just somewhere where people just go to have a good time. Like I say on this channel is for people that are here for a good time and a fun time, not a responsible time. Okay, so social media for me is just to have fun or just to get distracted. I'm not coming to social media to necessarily get motivated or to look at a role model and, you know, maybe wire or construct my life around their own, like, you know, habits or wanting to be like them. Don't get me wrong, so successful people, don't even want to say successful because like people have different definitions of success, but like social success, society's definition of success, those people have good habits that can be inspiring, like discipline and da. But yeah, like, it's just really annoying. There's this girl I used to follow before. Like, I just got really annoyed because everything was just about positivity. Like, it's just so corny. Like, can you just tell people that, like, it's not just and I hate when people say
success is a mindset.
Like, I'm going to give people benefit of the doubt that they're saying that from like a Western world perspective, because in the West in general, I'm not going to talk about racism and all those big issues, but like in general, to an extent, people have the opportunity for success. They have like the basic rights, basic needs in general, once again. And like yeah, so like people have like opportunity to succeed. Like you can really choose any field you want. Like there's opportunity in every field. If you're a handy person, you can go to trade school. If you're a brains person, you can go to university. If you don't want to do any of that, you just want to be a trophy wife and have kids, you can also choose that. Like they're just options. You can do whatever you want. You can even have a sugar daddy. So yeah, but at the same time, it's like it's not just a mindset. Like yes, your mindset matters a lot. I'm not trying to undermine how important your mindset is, but like it's just that with this whole like mindset thing, yeah, like some people live in places where like the circumstances just don't, like the circumstances are not in their favor. Like in Nigeria, more than half of the population has a master's degree, but the unemployment rate is so high. You can't say that everybody that is unemployed is not trying hard enough or they don't have a good mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's way more than that. Like there's more to it than it's more nuanced than that. It's not just, oh, success is a mindset. But like I said, I'll give people the benefit of the doubt that they are speaking from like a Western perspective. And I also wanted to mention, I briefly mentioned in my other society video, in one of my voiceovers, how like in the Christian community there's a lot of like pretense. I don't know if this falls under fake positivity. It's more like pretense. I think I'm just going to talk about both of them, both fake positivity and pretense. Like people you know, put up a front, like save face, and they have to look a certain way because like, you know, in the presence of God. And it's just, in my opinion, it's just not healthy, because like people need to talk about the real issues that they're going through so that everybody else doesn't feel like they have to hide. Like honestly, for a long time, and even now, I don't even think I'm not, definitely not done dealing with this. I used to think that if I had thoughts, or if I wanted to do something or did something that like, you know, wasn't pleasing to God or whatever, like I would have to like stop talking to God and then do the thing and then come back to him. Like I even now, I don't feel right like doing so. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, God, I'm going to do this thing and then I'll come back and talk to you when I'm done. Which sounds so silly, but I'm sure some of you can relate. Like it's actually ridiculous. I know some of you can relate to that, because like when you grow up, it's like, oh, fear God, fear God, fear God. And it's just like when you grow up like with this fear, like, you know, it's just hard to work through that sometimes. And like literally, like if I'm trying to give an example, even if I'm trying to like rationalize someone, like let's say someone is an atheist, even if I'm like trying to, you know, rationalize with them and I'm saying their perspective and I'm like, well, I understand why you feel this way, but I don't necessarily agree because my experiences are different. Assume I don't say that last part, like I don't necessarily agree, but my experiences are different. I always feel like, oh my gosh, like just because I can understand what somebody is saying that is not Christian, like doesn't mean that I'm not doing the right thing. Like even with, let's say, monogamy and polyamory slash polygamy slash polygyny, there'll be people that like I understand why people are polyamorous, right? But like I feel like if I defend it on this channel, like I'm not looking like a good Christian, because oh, I'm supposed to, like, you know, like I think some of you get what I'm saying.
Basically, when you grow up with too much religion, you get scared to explore or justify other things.
This is why I think that like faith and spirituality is supposed to be a very personal journey. Like sometimes I'm like, should I just not say anything about it at all? But there are other times when I'm like, oh, but you're supposed to be in the world and not of the world. Like yeah, my whole point is just that like there's a difference between being optimistic and hiding under the umbrella of positivity slash pretending. Like it's just like I want to say that it's better for you not to talk about something at all than to like pretend, but that doesn't necessarily apply to the whole like Christianity example that I just gave. So yeah, I hope you guys like understood everything I was saying. It was kind of all over the place, but yeah, some people just like, and you guys, do you know like that audio that is, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that, I am gonna go get that bag. Like it's like, okay, I don't want to shoot on anyone's like beliefs or anything, but like I don't know, I just found the fact, you know, but the thing is like social media, people are going to like use the same thing over and over again, something that is trending, But I don't know, that thing is like really corny to me. Like, it's cool if affirmations work for you. I'm just talking about that particular I am healthy, I am wealthy. Like, it's just corny in my opinion. But then if I say it, everybody's going to be like, you're not positive, you need to fix your mindset, which is okay. You're entitled to your own beliefs. Like, if you think I need to fix my mindset, that's cool. Just don't be rude, just be polite about it. Like, it's not a problem. But yeah, let me see if I missed any points. Oh yeah, like, I mean, I've kind of talked about this, but like, I feel like in the West, it's just a lot of, man, I don't want to go too deep into like, you know, colonialism, slavery, all of that stuff, but it's just crazy how like when you come to the West, those of you that have like migrated from a different country to the West, you probably understand what I'm saying. But it's just like, when you come to the West, I'm going to use Nigeria as an example and slash the African continent, because this is what like I'm accustomed to, this is what I know personally. I've heard people from other countries saying that, you know, same applies, but I just want to speak from my own experience. It's just like, when you see how your country is portrayed in the media and how people look at you, it's just really worked. And like, they literally like, copying us is like a normal thing, and they just like when you now talk about it, it looks like you're doing the most, or you're the angry black person, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just remember that time, I don't remember what year it was exactly, but this actress, ex-actress, whatever, Bo Derek, she did like Fulani braids, right? And then Kim Kardashian did the same hairstyle and she called it Bo Derek braids. I'm like, no, it's not Bo Derek braids, babes, it's Fulani braids. Correct yourself. But people have an issue correcting themselves. And like, it's just ridiculous how like in school they're so particular about plagiarism. Like, if you plagiarize, if you don't cite properly, you're going to lose marks. Like, you can even risk getting kicked out of school. And like, but it's like, you guys copy us all the time, especially Canada. Canada doesn't really have its own identity. It's like, everybody from all over the world is what makes up Canada. So it's like, you know, and then they will now like it's just like this pretending, like they just it's annoying. Like, I don't want to say, I'm not saying every single person is a pretender, like I'm talking based on history, because like some people probably don't know like history like that, of course, because the school system will also cover it up. Like, those of you that grew up in Canada, I've heard that like black history is not really a thing, even in the States, but I don't want to speak about the States because I'm not talking about that country. But like, you know, that black history is not really a thing. You have to do extra work if you want to find out, like, all this systemic stuff. And it's just like, what is all this though? What is all of this? Like, you guys are using us for like diversity, because yes, I don't think a lot of diversity that happens is genuine. They just do it so that people can shut up and not say that, oh, a company is not doing what they're supposed to do, or blah 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 blah. And it's like, when we now try and stand up for ourselves, we look like we're doing the most, or you'll be like the hostile person at work. Like, honestly, I feel like ignorance is bliss at a certain extent. Like, yes, educate yourself, but if you drown your head into too much of this, like, trust me, you guys, like, I literally avoid doing research on some things, because I know that I'm like, I already don't really like people. I'm going to hate people, like, okay, hate is a strong word, but I'm going to dislike them even more. Like, it's going to be bad. Like, I already don't really be smiling when I'm like walking and chilling, so it's like, if I do that research, I'm going to want to smile less, which is like, you know, like, it's just going to, you know, my perspective, like, my perspective is on the West, you know. I have my opinions. I'm not going to get into details in this video. I've said some stuff though, but yeah, it's just like, that too, it's just annoying. Like, stop pretending. Like, give us the credit, okay? Give credit where credit is due. If you have a problem with plagiarism, they have a problem with plagiarism 100%, not depending on the circumstances or the person. If you have a problem with plagiarism in papers, you should also have a problem with plagiarism when it comes to people's cultures or what people do, you know? Just give credit where credit is due. It's cool to do stuff that other people do. It's cool to like appreciate other people's cultures. Like, I'm sure some of you watching this you like trying different people's foods, like different cultures foods, yes, but like you're not going to not say where the food is from. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if I'm eating like Indonesian food, for example, I'll say it's Indonesian food, right? I'm not going to be like, oh, you know, it's like kind of like I'll just be straightforward about it. Why can't we all just be like that? Like, you shouldn't be selective. I feel like, I bet some of you don't know this, but like phones are produced in Congo, right? But like nobody says anything about it. Nobody gives credit to the people in Congo that are earning less than minimum wage, less than $1 a day to make these phones for us. But then when it comes to the West, it's like, oh, Apple and like Samsung. Like, tell us that these products are from Congo. You can't just like shut those people up. Like, they're valuable. It's not fair. Like, I know some of you are like, yeah, fairness doesn't exist, but my whole point is just like, give credit where credit is due. Even this whole like phones being from Congo, I didn't even know that until recently. Like, you really have to do extra research by yourself if you really want to know what things or where things are from or how certain things came to be. And like, just be careful, because like, man, you can get really infuriated like if you're not careful. It's just crazy. Like, I even have a limit now. Like, ignorance is bliss at some point. I'm not going to lie, like I said, because if I consume everything, like I won't stay sane. I know that for sure. I know that for a fact, and I don't want to talk to anybody again. I don't want to make friends again, and that's not good for me, because I don't really like people, like I mentioned. So it's just going to get worse. Like, just be transparent. Like, don't be giving yourselves the credit and just making everything look so rosy, but meanwhile those people are suffering. Even in H&M, the people that make the garments, I don't remember what country exactly, African countries of course, those ones too, they don't even get paid. Like, they work in sweatshops in terrible living conditions because they're trying to provide for their families, even minors. Like, it's just so messed up. But here they will just market themselves as like, oh, this company, and like, we care about diversity, even though one time they went to go and write one thing on one guy's hoodie about like being a monkey. I think you guys, one black boy that was their model, I think you guys probably remember, it was a few years ago, and it's just so messed up. Like, why? I'm surprised I'm really calm in this video, because I'm like, it's actually really messed up. I don't really talk about stuff like this a lot in real life, because I just like, I'll just like, it's just for this, especially when someone doesn't get it, and like, a lot of people don't get it, a lot of people are not knowledgeable. So like, I'll just rather sip my drink and just like mind my business. Let's see. I feel like this video was a little bit calm because I'm really chilling. I'm just like putting my leg here. I'm just like, you know, living my best life. I bought this loungewear like recently, and it is so nice and so comfortable. I feel like a baddie and literally so sexy right now. But yeah, that's the end of my video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to shop your Deluxe pieces. I'll put the link in the description box for everything. I'm pretty sure I've promoted these bracelets before, and this ring. Yeah, I definitely have promoted this ring because I wore it in my life updates. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this new like chill angle, this tree, this plant, let me know, and don't forget to tell me what you think is in my drink. Like, do you think it's like non-alcoholic wine? Do you think it's like a drink that is mixed with some shots? Like, what do you think? What do you think? Let me know. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Follow me on social media and follow Deluxe on social media and watch the rest of my videos. Thank you very much.